2 days after our wedding, my husband and I set off for our honeymoon in Bali. We were picked up at the airport by a private driver, and then we headed off for the surf town of Canggu. The distance was only 12 miles, but it took 1.5 hours due to the traffic. It was immediately obvious that scooters and motorcycles were the fastest way to get around. But the long drive went by in a flash because I was mesmerized by my first sight of Bali. So you walk in, and then over here is our kitchen with a full functioning stove and sink and like kitchen stuff inside the cabinets. Dining table, living room, and the best part is we have a little patio out here and a small little pool, and it's overlooking the very busy street below. And then over here is just the bedroom. And then here's the bathroom. And the shower is just right there. It's actually really breezy because it's like so open space. These stairs are scary because they're open. My face is so sweaty. Babe, we've been traveling for like over 24 hours at this point. Desperately needing to cool down and rest, we spent the afternoon by the pool. It is 6:53 and look at the view. Wow. The sounds of the hustle and bustle below would flow up into our Airbnb, but the noise was cozy and comforting to me. We wanted to try authentic Indonesian food for our first meal, so we went to a local warung where you can create your own combo from their selection of dishes. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but I think it was around $5 USD. Our Airbnb's location was amazingly convenient. It was close to the beach on a busy road full of shops and restaurants. I was awoken the next day at sunrise by the sound of the town and nature slowly waking up. After a few moments of basking in the peacefulness, I went back to sleep. It is 9:18. It's our first full day here in Bali. Going after from breakfast. It's 10:30. Ethan has 3 spots picked out. 1 savory, 1 sweet, 1 fruit. We decided to go on a breakfast crawl because we couldn't decide on what type of food to get since there are so many enticing options nearby. Our first breakfast stop was just next door at Milk and Madu, serving Western-style brunch foods. We chose this place because it looked very full and lively inside. The food was delicious and perfectly satisfied our savory cravings. Afterwards, we walked up the street on the search for a croissant because my husband was desperately craving one. We found a small cafe stand where he got a chocolate croissant. How is it? There goes. We decided to have our third and final breakfast at the Avocado Factory, a decision based solely on the name. And along the way, we popped into some stores to see what the shopping scene is like. At the Avocado Factory, we ordered the avocado pancake to satisfy our sweet tooth, and boy were we satisfied. It was drizzled in maple syrup and topped with a melting scoop of chocolate ice cream, and the first few bites were so decadent and delightful. But after the initial excitement, the sweetness became a bit too much. We then wandered around a bit more, popping into air-conditioned stores to cool down whenever we got too hot. Oh, the puppy! We went to the Love Anchor Market, which is full of booths selling jewelry, clothes, and souvenirs. I ended up buying a white crochet shoulder bag and realized that I'm not good at haggling. Tired, sweaty, and crashing from our avocado pancake-induced sugar high, we needed an iced coffee before we went back to our Airbnb and immediately jumped into the pool. Look how pretty it is in the afternoon. It's about 4 o'clock. We did not have lunch because instead we had 3 breakfasts.
2 breakfasts.
And the croissant. It's like 2.5. Yeah, as you just saw. And then we were swimming in the pool for like an hour and a half, but it's honestly really hot out there. And now I'm going to the beach. By the time we got to the beach, it was already late afternoon and the peak of the heat had passed and wind had picked up. I chose to remain on the beach and admire all the cute dogs while my husband took a dip. He said the water was cold, but not too bad. We got our first taste of Indonesian fried rice and noodles. Despite the noodles being way too salty, our obsession with these dishes had begun. We took a romantic walk by the beach, with the dramatic rising moon and the twinkling lights of nightclubs and restaurants of towns further away. Pulled in by the alluring live music, we had a second dinner at the restaurant below our Airbnb. In this video, I will be exploring the rainforest town of Ubud in Bali.
Good morning vlog. Oh my gosh, it's like 7:30. It's already so bright. Look at that.
We started the day in Canggu, where we have been for the past 2 days. Going to get breakfast. Our driver's meeting us at 9:30 to drive us to Ubud. And for breakfast, we went to the Warung across the street. The food was delicious, very affordable, and fast. And then we started the drive to Ubud, which is only 20 miles away, but by car it took us an hour and 15 minutes because of the traffic. We are taking a day trip to the touristy mountain town of Ubud, which is famously known for its monkey forest, waterfalls, and rice fields.
This Blanco Museum is a good one also. You like to see one. Blanco from Italian, yeah, married with Balinese girls, yeah. Long time ago. Entrance from there.
We didn't really plan anything at all for this trip, so after we arrived, our driver recommended we start at the Ubud Palace. It is a beautiful historical landmark. The Ubud Palace was the official residence of the royal family and dates to the 1800s. Maybe because this place is free to enter, but it is pretty crowded. But this place can be experienced in less than 20 minutes since it is not that big. We then crossed the street to the Ubud market, where we meandered past stalls selling colorful clothing and all of the typical touristy souvenirs. We then walked around a bit more just to see what we can see with nothing really in mind, and the main streets here are so busy, and I've never walked with so much concentration as I have in Bali. I was trying to stay on the narrow sidewalk while passing people and navigate, all while avoiding stepping on the small offering baskets that are placed on the sidewalks. And then by that time I was starving and a little bit hungry, so for lunch we started with this savory egg pancake dish that was really good, but I sadly do not remember the name of. Then I got a spicy coconut fried chicken with rice. My husband got the curry noodles, and the flavor was very full and strong but without being too much. Everything was delicious, and the servers were also so helpful with the menu and helped us figure out the spiciness level to get, because I wanted to get something spicy, but then they're like, "Are you sure?" So I said no, and I'm glad I said no because I went down a level and it was still pretty spicy. In the afternoon, we raced against the clock to get to Tegenungang waterfall before they closed at 6 p.m.
Still go to waterfall, yeah?
And we got there right at 5:52 p.m. We walked past the shops and restaurants until we saw the waterfall. Personally, I thought it was interesting how this natural attraction had been capitalized on by the restaurant, club, pool, and even the giant swing that you have to pay to sit on. I kind of understand capitalizing on it because Bali's industry is so hugely based on tourism, but on the other hand, to me personally, it was a little bit sad how this natural landscape didn't even look so natural anymore. We didn't go into the water because it was getting dark and the mosquitoes were coming out, so we headed back to Canggu. Thanks so much for joining me on my day exploring Ubud, and subscribe for more Bali content. Next time we are going to an island where we will be staying for a few nights. I got the Padaro burger with avocado, onion rings, barbecue sauce. I put hot sauce on it. Ethan got clam and chips, but we're definitely gonna share. Look at the view.
You should have made it.
Super excited to go to Bali. I can't believe in like 24 hours, maybe like 36 hours, I'll be in Bali. That's crazy. And I have no idea what to expect. I'm a little bit nervous for like food poisoning. I don't know how payment is gonna work. I don't know how transportation is gonna work, but Ethan has got a handle on the logistical part of traveling, which I'm really grateful for. We're at LAX. Let's go get food. I'm hangry. I'm hangry. I was feeling sad because I just realized we never got champagne for our wedding. We were toasting with wine. It's all sad, but now I'm happy again.